difference last year, considering how well he played?
Well, you know, he had a great year, and it's probably our most explosive player, and was voted on by his teammates to do that, to be that guy, and had a great year, and does such a good job for us on special teams as well. And you know, and AJ's really had a good spring so far, and I hope it continues on. And again, just looking for one of those guys to lead this group. You know, we don't want somebody to all be the same. We want somebody to step up and be the leader.
Coach, I mean, given the year that he had, do you feel like he's deserving of that #1 spot?
Oh yes, I think he can definitely be the #1 guy, and you know, and was the #1 guy for most of the season. And then, you know, what happens is the guys get nicked, and you end up having to put another guy in there. And I think in this day and age, you know, you're gonna have to play 3 guys. If you look at all the great teams, they're playing 2 to 3 guys, and sometimes 4. And I think we're right in that same boat for next year.
What do you look for in a back to become a leader? You said you want AJ to kind of step up and be that guy. What do you look for?
Well, I'd like them to be the guy in the meeting room. We want to compete in the meeting room. We have a win-loss column in our meeting room, and we want them to compete off the field. We want them to compete on the field, and we want to compete in the weight room, and then just compete in life. You know, feed the good wolf. Just be a great person on and off the field. And right now, you know, all those guys are kind of, you know, fighting for that person who's going to be that cock of the walk, who's going to be that guy to be the domineering person in that group.
Bobby, how's the relationship been so far? I know you got to work with BMAC the last season, and you know, obviously the Outback Bowl being the offensive coordinator. But how is that trio between you and Warner going?
I think it's great. You know, I've been able to be around BMAC. You know, he recruited our school, so you know, I knew BMAC from years ago, and just always kind of felt like we saw things alike. Being able to steal yards on the perimeter, being able to put the guys in speed positions, or the speed guys in positions to make plays. And I think we see things alike. I think Dan and I, the short time I've been able to know him and work with him, it's very exciting to hear his knowledge and the amount of the vast information he has on quarterback play and how to make it simplified, how to make it where you can completely understand it and not be any gray area. He's helped me with that.
Bobby, Tyson, you know, played a lot early in the season last year, and then maybe later on as he didn't get as many reps. How did he handle that?
You know, Tyson it all goes back to being ready and being prepared and having confidence. He's probably, you look at him on the field, the most talented in the practice field. That's got to carry over in the game. You know, that's why you see a lot of inconsistencies when you see game day. But on the practice field, you see a lot of probably the most dominant guy on the practice field. But that's got to carry over. And like I told him, I can't wait to the Coastal Carolina game to see how he performs, because he's the guy. We got to see it under the lights, though.
How much, or what's been